So there's this most important part in our English examination, that is creative writing. This is the best way to get the marks because all we need is good format, good presentation, and good words, like some specific words which elevates your paper. So let's see some samples which I have written myself. You can find the PDF attached in description. And I swear, if you read this PDF, 18 marks are totally in your hand. Firstly, we see the letter to editor. Often this is an option with job applications, so I feel you should uh, give preference to letter to editor because job application is really lengthy. Also, to manage English paper, the specific time is not that easy because it's of 80 marks and 3 hours, and often we write the lengthy answers, so do not compromise with time management. Let's see the format. So, in letter to editor, firstly we have the sender's address, then date, then receiver's address, subject, salutations, and body. Remember this format, and uh, remember that subject should be of 4 to 5 words. Don't write a long subject because it doesn't look good. You can start your letter with line. Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I want to draw the attention of authorities concerned towards whatever your subject is. In paragraph 2, just elaborate the problem. And in paragraph 3, you should write like your concern towards the subject. So it starts like, I request you to publish this letter in the newspaper so that the authorities shall be awakened from their slumber and problem will be solved. Thanking you, yours truly. Name. That's all. Write the name given in the question. Do not write your name because that can really be. We can see the format of job application. I don't think there's necessary to explain it because job application is not really the thing we need to score good marks. There is so much chance that you can lose your marks in job application because it tends to have so many specific things which draws the attention of examiner to point out the mistakes. The format starts similar to letter, sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject, salutation, and in the body you can add some lines like a reference to your advertisement published in on date for the post of I wish to apply for the same. Just fill in the blanks with the suitable topic given. There's nothing else you need to do because the language I have written is totally taken from CBSE website and sample answer sheets, so it will really give a good impression to the examiner. Then you need to give your introduction and your educational qualifications. Like, I have done my graduation from, I have work experience of dash years at dash. A biodata containing details of my qualifications and experiences is attached herewith for your consideration. I possess all the professional attributes that are necessary for the post. I will prove myself as an asset to the institution. Thanking you, yours sincerely, name, and give the symbol of attachment of resume. Now write your resume, that is biodata. So the format includes name, father's name, address, phone, email, age, marital status, nationality, academic qualification, experiences, language, hobby, and salary expected. Also mention this in tabular form. It is very necessary. Mention your academic qualifications in table below the resume. Now this is the most favorite part of mine, that is notice writing. Just ensure that you make the box around the notice this way. Here is this sample notice. Let's take the glimpse of format, then we shall discuss the sample. Okay, so first of all, notice starts with name of issuing authority. Like here we can see the organization Vasant Vihar School Pune. Remember, all in title, all the words should have first letter as a capital block letter. Vasant Vihar School Pune. Then write notice in caps. date, title, then start your notice with words like students are hereby informed to submit their articles for our school magazine. Like students are hereby informed. This line is very professional and gives typical notice vibes. You also need to mention date, like if there's any event occurring between the paragraph of notice, you need to mention date, venue, and who is the in charge of specific event. Like here, please submit your articles to the undersigned in the room number 102 during zero period. Rohan Rupini, student editor. Here we can see the in charge of the notice is student editor Rohan. So you need to mention the in charge, it's necessary. Also mention all the details necessary like A4 size sheet, name, class, section of student. If basically you need to mention all the necessary things that someone tells you that you want to know if there is any event or any competition occurring. Invitation and reply. Basic confusion in this topic is when to use a card type format and when to use a letter type format. So, card type format is always written in third person. It's not written in first person. So, don't use I, we, you. No, never. And often, card is used when large number of people are invited to a specific event like marriage, birthday parties, in such cases. Whereas letter type format is used when you want to invite someone specifically, like you want to invite some reputed person to be chief guest in your school. So let's see formal invitation card type format. Start with name of the host. Continue your sentence from the second line. Host requests the pleasure of your company on the auspicious occasion of. Write the name of event. If it's birthday party, write birthday party of the person. Then mention day, date, month, venue, RSVP. Do not miss any single thing from this format. Here is a sample format of formal invitation letter type. Sender's address, date, receiver's address. Same starting format is same as of our formal letter to editor. In body, you should use sentences like we will be highly obliged if you could spare some time from your busy schedule and enlighten us with your views. Often you get the question of inviting a chief guest, so this line is very enticing and it elevates your paper. Kindly send your confirmation at the earliest. Please send email to thanking you, yours sincerely, name and designation. See the format of reply. In reply, there are only two main things, that is date, address, and body, of course. So, acceptance reply looks like Mrs. and Mr. Thank, who is the replier? So, suppose you have invited Mr. Gupta with his wife, and your name is Mr. Agrawal, let us say. So, Mr. and Mrs. Gupta thank Mr. and Mrs. Agrawal for their kind invitation on the birthday party on 17 January at 11 a.m., which they are delighted to accept. It's their pleasure to attend the ceremony. Use the words like delighted to accept. Refuse. Let's take the same example. Mr. and Mrs. Gupta thanks Mr. and Mrs. Agrawal for their kind invitation on housewarming party on 17 January 2024, but regret their inability to accept the same due to urgent and unavoidable assignments abroad. Here, remember to mention the word regret their inability and the reason why they cannot attend a specific event. Right? Anything like unavoidable assignments or prior plans. This is simplified and easier version of formal invitation and reply. That is informal invitation. Here we can definitely use I, we, you because we are writing letters to our family, our friends. Avoid using he, she, they. So the format of an invite looks like sender's address, date, dear. I have immense pleasure in inviting you to post-selection party after my admission in DTU. I request you to visit my residence at 7:30 p.m. on 16 January to join my family and friends in my euphoric moment. Yours truly, Anuj. Okay, so this was an invite. Let's see in how many ways we can reply to this invite. So acceptance reply 7C Yojana Vihar Delhi 10 May 2019. Dear Anuj, many thanks for inviting me to attend, which will be held on 16th May 2019 at your home. I shall be delighted to attend the same and I will enjoy the party with great fun. Yours truly, Rahul. Let's see. Refusal reply 7C Yojana Vihar Delhi 10 May 2019. Dear Anuj, many thanks for inviting me to attend post selection party, but I am sorry to say that I shall not be able to attend same as I shall be out of station next week. I shall miss this joyous occasion. I wish you all the best for future. God bless you. Yours truly, Rahul. Report writing. We have these two cases in report, remember, newspaper report writing and magazine report writing. So let's see the format of newspaper report. It starts with headline, then byline. Include designation and newspaper name in byline. It should be followed by place, date. Then start with paragraph 1, which is an introductory paragraph. Include everything like what, when, how, where in the introductory paragraph. Remember, 5WH. You need to ask yourself questions and write the answers of them in your paragraph 1. Second paragraph, which includes details, actions, and compensations. For example, there's a road accident, so what are the compensations given by government? What are the actions taken by them to improvise the condition of roads? Followed by conclusion. Conclusion should include warning, opinion, and summary of whole event. How we can avoid these things. Some useful words in newspaper report writing case are mishap, serious injuries, eyewitness accounts, negligence, avert a collision. Usually, there are some opinions which include how we can avert a collision while we are driving on road and compensation. Magazine report. Magazine report usually include the things like school events, annual day function report to include in school magazine. It starts with heading, followed by byline, name, designation, date, and similarly three paragraphs that are intro, body, conclusion. So what we need to include in intro part in magazine report is 5WH questions, their answers, description of function, date, time, and place. In body, you need to include, suppose if there's annual function and some chief guest is invited. So, introduction of chief guest, objective of program, highlights, inauguration, chief guest address, prize distribution, and vote of thanks. Conclude your report with contribution of writer, your personal comments on quality of program, and opinion on the event. Some useful words to use in magazine report include respect for makers, a cappella, bands, elocution. Elocution means speech given by students, so you can write there was elocution by head boy, head girl. Also, a cappella and bands are types of performances often done in school. A cappella is no instrument singing, and bands, everybody knows bands. The last thing of our writing section, that is article writing, heading, byline, definitely three paragraphs. You don't need to mention date and time in article because it's a timeless reading thing. Anybody can attain. So the paragraph 1 and articles include intro, catchy phrases, 5W expressions. Paragraph 2, causes and effects, merits and demerits, and opinions. And definitely paragraph 3, that is conclusion para, includes the summary and hopes and calls for actions. This was all about it. I'm attaching the link of this PDF. I hope this will be really helpful for you all. Thank you for watching my video.